Today in Moco, we are back in the dojo. It's nightmare mode, it's beating the Berserker in one-on-one, loadout, strategy, gameplay, let's go. So here is the loadout, you can copy that down. I just want to talk very quickly about one or two things on there. The first one talking about is the chicken's passive. The chicken's passive in this one will just buy you plenty of time. Now granted, they will get frontal and smashed to bits, but when you're retreating and you just have them chickens that just pop out and just buy you that little bit of time, that bit of separation, the chickens are just going to be absolutely awesome in this one. The other thing is the explosive six-pack. Having that gadget in this one is going to make that really toxic swirly that Berserker does. It's going to make that mechanic absolutely trivial, and you'll see why. I'm going to explain it a little bit in the strategy, and then you'll see in the gameplay how we do that. Let's talk very quickly about a few key points in this fight. Three things that I want to talk about from a strategy perspective. The first one is that you will likely always be backing up, but don't back up in a straight line, because the boss, the Berserker, does a big frontal, which has got quite a distance on it, but it's very narrow. So when you're backing up, always try and be circling, be it left or right. Just try not to back up in a straight line. The second thing is that when the Berserker gets to you and is about to hit you, you can dash out of the way without taking any damage. But the Berserker still does the animation, which again will just buy you a little bit of time, a little bit of separation, so you can get some more shots off. It is a timing thing. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. It doesn't really matter, but it's there and it will save you taking that bit of damage, which might just be the difference. Third and final thing is that big swirly that the Berserker does in the first phase, and then especially when he kind of goes into like an end rage in his last like 15-20% of health or whatever, and he does that swirly a lot more frequently. Now the tactic with this one, what I normally do is I'll dash away from the Berserker, can get a few more shots in, and then you can use the explosive six-pack to jump over the spinning Berserker, who will then just kind of like whirl off into kind of another direction, and by the time he circles around and gets back to you, you've probably got your dash refreshed and you can dash out the way and you'll take no damage. It will make that mechanic literally trivial. You just won't die to that mechanic. You'll see in this one, I even managed to kind of use my explosive six-pack and jump in completely the wrong direction. I jump away from the Berserker rather than over it, and we still managed to get away with it. Honestly, just being in the air, being able to jump over it makes this so much easier. That is enough of that. I'll show you how I did it. Let's go.